Check this out. So I just want to say this for anybody out there who is embracing spirituality and wanting to learn and know more about God, and like you are curious and basically beginning on your walk with God and on your journey with God. I just want to point out a few scriptures I think it's important, or some good scriptures that you can go to and read in times where you feel worried or discouraged, or you don't know necessarily like what the next move that you should make is, or whatever the case may be. I want to point out some scriptures. And the first one is Psalms 56:3. Actually, that's the last one. I'm gonna read that one last. The first one I'm gonna go to is Proverbs, the book of Proverbs 3, chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." So if you ever feel like I said, like lost, worried, anxious, you don't know what to like, get in the book, man. Like, read up on God and lean not on your own understanding, man. A lot of this stuff that comes with life, book of life, man. Another scripture is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Promises from God, man. Promises from God. Lean not on your own understanding. Book of Romans, chapter 8, verses 26 through 28 says, "In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our own weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. And he searches the hearts, knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for God's people in accordance with the will of God. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose for them." So if you on a walk with God, and like I said, it's kind of different when God is actually preparing you for a purpose, from just like, or that you're aware that God is preparing you for a purpose, from just like walking your walk out with God, but or getting to know God, I should say. But yeah, we know God works for the good of those who love him and who have been called according to his purpose. So as you progress in your journey and in your walk with God, and like you discover like your purpose and things of that nature, I'm telling you, man, like God's promises, get into the word, man. Get into the word. It can relieve a lot of stress, anxiety. God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Once you learn, like, you'll get right. And the last one I want to read is Psalms, Psalms 56, 3 and 4. It says, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. In God, whose word I praise. In God I trust and am not afraid. What can mere mortals do to me?" So, yeah, man, these are just some scriptures that I want to point out. If you are just now getting on a walk with God, even if you've been on a walk with God for a while, you see what I'm saying? God doesn't give us a spirit of fear. Anytime you feel anxious, worried, fearful, like whatever the case may be, jump into the book of life, man. Those are just some scriptures that I feel like, some promises from God that I feel like are important and that can lift you up. So be safe today. Stay out the way. Take everything one step at a time, one day at a time. Focus on finding yourself and finding your purpose. I love you, King V, HNR.